Hi everyone, I'm Nate Francois with Northern Wisconsin Outdoor Adventures, and welcome to part 3 of my wildlife food plot video series. In this video, I'll be laying out the process of fertilizing and watering your food plot. If you still need to watch part 1 or part 2 of my wildlife food plot video series, click the link below that will bring you to the video you need to see. If you've already seen both parts 1 and part 2, you're about to watch part 3, fertilization and watering. Follow me and we'll get started. Fertilizing and watering your food plot can greatly increase the amount of above ground plant biomass within your food plot. Now for those of you who don't know what above ground plant biomass is, it's the amount of green leafy vegetation that comes out of the ground. For example, these smaller turnip plants along the edge here have less plant biomass than the bigger turnip plants in the middle. More biomass leads to more available food for the deer. More food for the deer makes them healthier, and healthier deer leads to bigger bucks. As you can see, about a month after planting, our food plot is growing excellent. But what if I told you it could be doing even better? Sure, you can cross your fingers, pray for a lot of rain, and hope that your soil has the exact number of nutrients that it needs. I personally don't like to leave it up to chance. By fertilizing and watering your food plot, you can ensure that that food plot's productivity is in your hands. All you're going to need is a pair of work gloves, a simple seed spreader, some superior 10-10-10 garden fertilizer, and some kind of water source. What I'm going to do first is fertilize, and I do this because I want to spread the nutrients on the soil and then let it soak into the wet ground after I water the food plot. When I fertilize my food plot, I use the seed spreader and slowly walk around the outside of the entire food plot, making sure that all of the edge plants get an even amount of fertilizer. Then, to avoid damaging plants, instead of stepping through them to reach the plants in the middle, I simply close the hatch on the spreader, toss the fertilizer by hand into the food plot, and try and distribute it as evenly as possible. Once we got the fertilizer down, we're ready to water. All I have to do is give this a few pumps and we're ready to go. For watering food plots, a watering hose or sprinkler is ideal. But because most food plots are deep in the woods and far from any immediate water source, a portable water pump with a handheld sprayer may be your only option. We didn't get very much rain in our neck of the woods over the past few weeks, so I'm hoping this little bit of water will sustain the food plot until the next rainstorm. Well, now that we're done watering, there's only one thing left to do. Remember in part 2 when I said the maintenance stage was short and sweet? Well, it is, but you need to continue to maintain your food plot throughout the growing process. So while I go pick some ferns out of the food plot, here's some more trail camera pictures that I gathered over the past couple weeks. In this set of trail camera pictures, we were lucky enough to get some shots of the first bucks we've seen this summer. While both of them still had a lot of growing to do, it's nice to see them eating in the food plot and getting the proper nutrition they need to produce a nice set of antlers for hunting season in the fall. Picking weeds never ends, but we are done fertilizing and watering the food plot. For now. You can always fertilize your food plot if the plants look like they need an extra nutrient boost. And plants are always going to need water, so if there's a dry spell in your area, don't be afraid to water your food plot. Well, that does it for part 3 of my wildlife food plot video series. I'm Nate Francois with Northern Wisconsin Outdoor Adventures, saying thanks for watching. I hope it helped. Like the video, leave a comment, and please subscribe to my outdoor channel.